Today I want to have a look at this really cool new VST plugin I found. It's made by the guys at Cherry Audio. It's a realistic MG1, or they call it the Surrealistic MG1 Plus. I guess that's a trademark licensing thing. So yeah, this is a really neat synthesizer. Based on the controls, you might think it doesn't have too many features, and I guess it doesn't, but it is very well designed, and it is really easy to tweak and to get some really nice sounds out of. So that's really awesome. I actually liked it way more than I thought. So I think this was originally a synthesizer sold in the 80s in Radio Shacks under the Realistic brand. Maybe also in other stores in other parts of the world, but that's what it's mostly known from. So yeah, this was probably a bit more of an affordable alternative to the typical Moogs of the era. And yeah, it is missing some features, but you do get polyphony in return. So it's or maybe it's paraphony. I'm not sure actually how it works. So yeah, it's a really awesome synthesizer. So I thought let's just go through the presets, tweak it a bit, and listen to how it sounds. Maybe also add some effects. I have some other effects already queued up. I won't use them just yet. If I use effects, they will be free effects. Because, yeah, I thought let's keep this video, let's give it a bit of a theme. I bet a lot of you have been looking at the Black Friday sales and have been trying not to buy all too much. So have I. And this synth really helped me get through Black Friday, fight off the gas. So yeah, let's just let's start with a nice. Let's start with an electric bass guitar. That's pretty nice. That's a really cheesy, old school synthy bass sound. I like it. Electric guitar. Oh, that's a lot of what you call it, glide. It's a bit much. Oh, that's pretty neat. Really, really old school sounding too. Let's go for the alternate lead synthesizer. That's really cool. Oh, by the way, I'll try to check chat every now and then. I think the audio levels are okay, but if anything is up, please let me know. That's pretty nice. Let's lower the resonance on the filter a bit. Nice. That's cool. This is one of those, this is an automatic playing patch. That's pretty neat. And quickly check if my audio. You can, of course, let's see, yeah, you can turn off this auto contour trigger. Basically, this is a looping envelope, something not a lot of synthesizers have. And now you have to press a key to get some sound. You can also add oscillator sound to make it playable, but it's yeah, more of a sound effects patch. As you can hear here, we have a sample and hold, something you don't get if you buy, for instance, a Moog Model D or the Behringer clone. Something that kind of bums me out, because I really like a sample and hold. So yeah, let's actually mess with that a bit more. Lower the resonance a bit so it doesn't get so harsh. You can also sync the sample and hold and the LFO to an incoming clock signal. I don't know if it responds to MIDI or only to CV and gate, the predecessor to MIDI. In the VST, I haven't gotten it to work to sync it with my key step, but if you make like a MIDI track in your DAW, you could probably have it sync. I haven't actually tried it. I've only messed with this for a little bit. So let's go for a brass lead. Let's give it a bit more attack. That's nice. Also very, very old school sounding. Oh, that's plucky. By the way, here you can choose if the envelope has a sustain stage. If you set it to out, then you get this very plucky, which is really nice for very quick playing or for maybe some arpeggios and stuff. But if you set it on, then you could just hold notes. And yeah, that's one of the limitations of the synth. You have an attack stage, and this is either a decay stage, or I guess you can see it as a release stage. Because yeah, you get, if you have sustain on, then you would typically call this a release stage. But if you don't, then you would typically call this a decay or a release, whatever you want. And that's it, just the one envelope. But honestly, I don't mind it all too much. If you go through all the presets and you listen to all the sounds you can get out of it, there's a lot you can do with just a single 2-stage envelope. And yeah, and an LFO, of course. And here we have some control over, let's see, what did this do again? If we set this to continuous, then the VCA, the amplifier, will stay on permanently, and it doesn't get affected by the attack and the decay. If we set it to keyed, then it's a simple gate VCA. As long as the key is pressed, sound is being amplified. And if you make it contoured, then this envelope affects the amplitude. But we can also have that same envelope affect the filter in this section here with this slider. So yeah, it's a bit limited, but yeah, you have to work around it, and you can still get a lot out of this. And as I mentioned, we do get polyphony in return, which is not exactly. Let's go to poly here. Let's go to fluty. That's nice. Let's make it go up. This is your octave slider here. Finally, we have exactly the same amount of keys on the key step as we do have on the MG1 here. Let me quickly check if I haven't missed any chats. Nope. So that works out really nicely. We can be very realistic with it. So we have 32 keys, and we have an octave slider with 3 settings. So that is another limitation the synth has. Sometimes you want to go lower, and at least in real life you just couldn't. Luckily, we have transpose buttons on our key step, so we can go well below what's reasonable. So that's cool, but I'll try and stick to the limitations of the original instrument. Really nice, simple flute sound and polyphonic. It's a bit much. Really nice. Next one, mixed poly. That is really nice and old school sounding. Also, very vintage sounding. Very nice. I'm not sure what's going on. If there's an envelope being retriggered, probably. I thought I turned it off, but maybe it's an LFO then. This part is a bit unclear to me yet, because this is the LFO section, but I thought this was an envelope retrigger. Or maybe it's not. I haven't looked into it yet. I haven't played with it that much. But nice patch. Powerful stack. Neato. Rests well. Oh yeah, by the way, we do have a retrigger and a legato switch. So if you, like me, are not a great player, you could just turn on legato. And it doesn't matter if notes overlap, the envelope will retrigger. Or we could turn on legato. And they will kind of, yeah, blend together more. Whatever you want. We also have no priority, which is useful if you try to play several notes at once, and it is on polyphonic mode. Now it's pretty useful that I have this key step here. I could just yeah, turn on the sequencer and start tweaking to change the sound a bit. Oh yeah, I forgot this is a polyphonic patch still. Let's reload it with Control left and Control right in the keyboard. Oh yeah, with Control and arrows you can just load patches quickly, which might be convenient. That's a really nice patch. That's a bit of a harsh one, but luckily we have a filter. Nice. Yeah, it really has that Moog sound. It is a really nice filter, like always. Let's see if we can have some nice bassy patches. As I said, we do have the limitation of the pitch range, so some of the bass patches are not as bassy or as low as I maybe would have liked, but ah well, every synth has its limitations. I think we've already checked this one. Let's go to the bow bass. Here we really hear that wow of the filter because the resonance is pretty high, and the high resonance also takes a bit of low end away on Moog filters. like this very mild, subtle bass that blends into the background. That's really awesome. It does have keyboard filter tracking that you can switch. You may have seen me mess with this before. If you set it to full, then you can kind of use the resonant filter as a third oscillator, sort of. It just adds some upper harmonics, like a higher voice, and it follows the keys. You can hear that higher pitched tone. Pretty neat. Fat stack. Not as fat and massive as I expected, honestly. But we do have some bigger basses coming up. That's a pretty nice percussive sound. Let's see if I have a cool sequence. And this will be a good moment to add some effects. Let's add a bit of delay. Oh. So this is should stop the audio. I'm using a Tel Dub Free plugin. As you can see here, it's free. It's by the guys at Tel. They also make a Noisemaker plugin, and they make this really nice reverb. This is reverb 2. They also have a third and a fourth, I think. But this is my favorite. It is really nice for really big soundscapes and stuff. That's a really nice batch. I'm going to turn off the effects and I'm going to reload it as it was. At least I say so. Let's try that again. There we go. So here you can see we actually have oscillator sync. Also something that the older Moogs didn't have, I think. I'm pretty sure they don't have oscillator sync. So basically what it does is still you have one oscillator and it takes like a millisecond to oscillate to complete a single cycle, and then you have a second one that is detuned a bit, and then if the first one restarts, then the second one has to restart too. So that gives some really nice clangy sounds. So if we would turn off sync, we would hear that it's two very detuned oscillators. That is pretty awful. But because it's synced, it is in tune, and we can mess with the tuning to pick out different harmonics. And of course we can change the wave shape. And that reminds me, let's have a look what kind of range we have for detune. So So we have, this is tuned. This is around the 5th, I think. Hold up, is that correct? Or is this a 5th? Let's open that filter. I think this is a 5th, so it can go up and down a 5th, I guess. And you can always, of course, change the octave. You can up and down an octave here. That's a bit harsh. Let's dial it down. Cool stuff. Again, a sync patch. Not really what I would call a bass patch with the high pass filter. Hold up, do we have a high pass filter? Or does it just emulate that kind of sound? I thought we only have... No, I don't think we actually have a high pass filter, or it's... I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up in a bit. Hey, I see some people joined. Still room for Cyber Monday, guys. And Oliver Luring said, is it a plugin? Yeah, it's a plugin. It's free. It's awesome. It sounds really nice. It's made by Cherry Audio. You can get it on their website. I asked them if it's going to be free permanently. They didn't say that, but they did say it. Yeah, for the foreseeable future, it should be free. I think every VST plugin should just work with Logic Pro X, but I don't have experience with that particular software. And you can find it at cherryaudio.com. Oh, this is a different one, also very nice. But yeah, you should find it here. And welcome, nice to have you guys here. Let's go back to Reaper. There's Reaper. Oh wow, that kind of reminds me of some I don't know, some electronic music. Is this like a deep housey bass? Not quite, I think, but oh. Nice percussive, almost like a marimba like sound. It's lacking so many higher frequencies that it's kind of missing definition too. Now it's pretty guttural. I guess sync is on? No. Ah, that's this bell tone slider. That's pretty cool. This might be ring modulation. I think so. Basically, it adds harmonics. If you make a weird, ugly detuned sound, and then you add ring modulation, then you can make some really percussive, weird sounds. Let's see if I can give a quick... Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's add a bit of reverb just to... Oh, that's more than a bit. Dial it down a bit. And if you mess with the detuning, you can determine the timbre of the instrument. Kind of sounds like a broken music toy. Kind of neat. But I get distracted. So yeah, there's actually some pretty neat features. Like a lot of people will want the Moog sound and they will buy a Model D. And that's really nice. You can get some really cool sounds out of it. And because it has 2 full envelopes, you can make some really nice synth-based patches, or, well, plenty of patches you couldn't make with these. But because we have oscillator sync and ring mod and polyphony and this one envelope, it'll do. And we have this mixer here, and of course we have noise, but that's nothing fancy. You can actually get a lot of yeah, you can do a lot of things. And I think this synth was like $500 back in the 80s, but I'm not sure. Oh, here we have another demonstration of the bell sound. Let's see. Oh. Of course, I got a pretty cramped setup here again. I got my keyboard here and my music keyboard and my mic, so yeah, this isn't the easiest way to play, but it's just a little meant as a demo. Whoa. That's some interesting patch. Again, sample and hold goes to the pitch and goes to the filter. Let's see, there's oh, there we go, almost there. Short sequence based one. I did mess with this one a bit. This one is really nice. As the name says, yeah, it's good for sequences. Let's also add a bit of chorus. Whoa. One downside of maybe this is just a VST thing in general, I typically use hardware. If you want to detune things, it can be really tricky to do it precise. If I scroll up, then it goes by 0.1. That's actually not that bad. I guess it looks at how fast you scroll. But sometimes I would want a bit more control. I guess you could just added value and you could do 0.07. Let's see. Yeah, nice and fat and detuned. The upside, of course, is it doesn't detune more than you want it. So if you have it running for half an hour, you don't have to retune everything. So. This one's nicer. Let's see if we can make this a bit more bassy. Actually, let's turn this into a bass patch. This already is a bit more bassy. Let's give this a sustain stage. Let's lower the cutoff just a little bit. I'm also gonna turn down the filter tracking. That's pretty nice. It's missing. Let's turn off the effects. Let's see what it sounds like. What it sounds like clean. Yeah, I just had to crank the volume a bit and then it was good. Yeah, that's a pretty nice thick bass patch. I really like it. Of course, a better envelope would have made us let us sculpt it a bit more, but this will definitely do. It's also yeah, it would be nice if we had full ADSR, then we could have this pluckiness, but also the sustained. But ah well. Yeah, it would be nice if we could have some longer notes in this piece, but for the more rhythmic part, it's just fine how it is. I think I have a patch that sounds quite a bit like this. If I have my user presets here, bass plucky. Yeah, it's actually quite a bit fuzzier. Bit longer release. Yeah, I really like this patch. I think I started out with that sequence patch and I just tweaked it a bit. And of course some chorus. Let's turn on it's a bit much, but it's really nice. This based on the layout here, this looks like they recreated the chorus from the Juno 60, and coincidentally that's also the chorus that you can find in the Moog Poly D, and it really works well there. So for that, let's give it a try on this Moog. Just add a bit of thickness. It's not actually all that over the top. You can add some more. And if you use this one, then it's a pretty fast chorus, I think. I like the solo one. So what else do we have? Oh yeah, here I have a slew a slow, smooth bass. Let's add some more effects. Let's add... Whoa. Let's add Valhalla Supermassive. Also free. I think they released this somewhere in May. All of their effects are awesome. This is the only one I have though, because this is the only one that's free. This effect though, there's something. Let's make this sound plucky. Let's take this one again, go up an octave. I thought this would be a reverb, but it's actually a very interesting delay with some, maybe also some reverb built in. I haven't really dived deep into this one yet. It's really cool. This is a normal reverb. And this is a bit more of a traditional delay. Let's make a bit of a, let's go back to that bass sequence batch. Let's go to surrealistic, all the stock sounds. Let's go to, I think I had short sequence, but we also have lead sequence thingies. Ooh, that's also really nice. A bit high pitched. Whoa. That's a bit much. Kinda cool. And we have a number 3. Ooh. There's something I've been meaning to try, but I haven't tried it yet. I wonder what it will do if we play a sequence and then I play some bass notes underneath. Now it starts here, so we only have these first 2, 4, 6 notes, so not a whole lot to work with, but we can always transpose down. So yeah, let's give that a try. So we do have polyphony, but we still have, I think, a single envelope generator and a single VCA, so we can turn it on continuous and it shouldn't be an issue. But that, yeah, becomes a bit of a mess, also because of the delay. I think there's a stuck note somewhere. Yeah, not sure what's going on. Let's turn off the... There we go. It's because the sequence was playing in notes, and oh, I still had continuous on. I'm smart. That didn't sound amazing, but I think you can do some paraphonic things if you tweak with the envelope and stuff. I think there's some interesting things you can do here. Maybe you'll also have to turn these down. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Weird but interesting. Let's go through some more. Of course, I'm getting way distracted by all the bass things. Time to turn off these effects again. I guess we'll leave somewhat more mild reverb on and go through some more weird sounds like thunder. Not that impressive actually, but pretty cool. Oh, I'm still transposed an octave down. That didn't help. That's a really nice sound. Really like that one. That's not the best violin I've ever heard. Let's drop that down. It's not much better in the lowest range. But yeah, that's a hard one to emulate with a synth like this one. Voice. That's nice. Ooh, that one's cool. Again, not touching anything and it's playing on its own. Oh, that's nice. This was probably in the bass patches and I probably never checked this one. This is one of those patches where an extra octave in the lower range would be nice, but luckily, thanks to modern technology, nice. That's the first one. Of course, we missed a whole lot. Let's check clarinet. That also reminds you of some weird old toy. That doesn't sound much like a bell at all. Oh, apologies for the for the sharp high. Oh, that's hella bright. Yeah, that does remind me a little bit of some weird synthesized cowbell sounds that don't actually sound like cowbells. Oh, automatic playing drums. Weird and not all that useful, but really cool. Electric bass. We tried this. Electric guitar too. Electric organ. We didn't really check the organ sounds a whole lot, I think. Let's check a few organs because that's probably the reason why many people back in the day would pick this one for organ sounds. I guess. Whoa, that's a bit much. Maybe go up an octave? Yeah, that's a bit less over the top. Again, go up an octave. Cool stuff. So yeah, there's a lot more in here. It's free. I would say just go and check it out for yourself. It is really awesome. Maybe I'll check a few more percussions because drums can be tricky. Drums can be really tricky to synthesize, especially if you don't have full envelopes. Oh, that's pretty sick. Melodic clang. course zaps. There have to be laser zaps. Yeah, pretty decent. Oh, a couple more. Is it actually... It's even polyphonic, that's nice, so you can do polyrhythm stuffs. Oh, but you have to time it right, because if you don't do it just right, the envelope retriggers. Nice, cool stuff. And one more. That's a pretty decent hat. So yeah, leads. I don't do a whole lot with leads. Let's see. I will check the mallets. Oh, this kind of reminds me of oh, this one is nice. Really nice. This sound reminds me a bit of that what you call a popcorn song or something. Pretty neat. Woodwind. I don't really hear woodwind in there, but ah well. At the time, this was really impressive. So yeah, there's a lot more I could demonstrate. It's a really nice VST. I'd say just pick it up, and I really like this combination with the chorus, with delay, with the reverb, just all by Tel. Gives can give some really nice vintage sounding drowned in effects stuff. Really cool stuff. So yeah, link will be in the description. It's not actually there yet, but I should actually put it there. That would be convenient. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.